Приветствую всех выживших в лучшем 3D Fallout. Ну, дружище, что я могу тебе сказать? Сейчас я буду у тебя абсолютно все, что мне нужно, просто выкупать тоннами. А что мне нужно, кстати? Вопрос интересный. Вот это точно. Мне надо. Теперь давай по оружию. А прям сверху пойдем. Все уникальное будем. Колыбельную давай. Ловец снов давай. Есть еще у тебя что-нибудь уникальное? Ну, 100 взрывчатки. Пусть будет. Все, нормально. Я еще... О, слушай, дружище. Десяточка тебе пойдет, я думаю, да? Муа! Огонь. Хорошо. Этого мы обокрали. Теперь что? А теперь в Новаке давайте посмотрим. Там же у Клифа и пассиенсия есть, и всякое другое уникальное барахло. Так что бы не купить? 3000 крышек насрать. Все, считайте, ну, реально. Бесконечное количество крышек у нас уже есть. Мы можем... Тихо! Все в порядке? Точно! Ребят! Я и забыл, что мне же свои стволы назад вернули. Дайте я посмотрю, что у меня там по вооружению. Это стоит, это стоит. Давай снайперку на 5. Ну все. Самый богатый курьер на Диком Западе готов к приключениям на Большой горе. Да. Мы прямо сейчас тут... А, там же до полуночи надо подождать. Да хрен с ним. Подождем. Тем более там же со своей снарягой можно идти. Так что нормально. О! Да. Готовьтесь к огромному количеству шуток про пиписьки в этой серии. Я все сказал. Да. Чем можешь помочь, что ты продаешь, показывай. Оружие меня интересует. Гипераппарат Альфа, микроядерный. Берем. Пассиенсию берем. Теперь. Держи 6 слитков. Он мне еще и денег должен. Что там по сенсе у нас? Ее, кстати, можно модифицировать или нет? Слушайте, ее даже модифицировать можно. Крит урон и шанс крита. Это хорошо. Это достойный ствол. Да насрать, продал, не продал, господи. У меня денег хоть жопой же. Я там уже смотрел, прикинул, около 100... В смысле около 100? 4 на 3, 12. Ну да, около 135 косарей. Плюс-минус. В общем, что я сейчас тогда сделаю? Да, не совсем он предателем был. Он хотел МКР вывести с этой сраной пустоши. Ну, все пошло как обычно, да. Все в итоге получилось как обычно. Ой, я знаете, что даже сделаю? Как Скрудж Макдак. Вот тут вот слитки просто выкину. Не, ладно, хер с тобой. Вот сюда в комод положу. А где они? В глаза долблюсь. Все еще долблюсь. Вот они. Добро. Что я сейчас тогда сделаю? Переоденусь. Перевооружусь. Ты всегда жопой к дверям стоял? Ладно, неважно. И встречаемся что? После полуночи в открытом кинотеатре встречаемся. Так, не понял. И что ты мне сделаешь? В смысле вы перегружены и бежать не можете? Подожди. Она в меня метнула Он во мне застрял. Охренеть. Ты, бляха, чертыла. Ну, по-другому и не скажешь. Реально чертыла. Который там сейчас час? Какие враги? Где? Покажитесь. А, кротокрысик. Серьезно. Тихо. Обычный заряжай. Подожди, а какого хера сейчас 7 утра? Вот сейчас я честно не понял. Подожди, сейчас 7 утра. Через 12 часов будет 7 вечера. Значит, мне нужно... Бля, долго ждать на самом деле. Сейчас надо нажраться. Напиться, кстати. Он есть и пить перехотел. А чего? А почему он... Кого? Он вообще есть не хочет практически. Почему я... Чё происходит? Нихера не понял, что произошло, но факт того, то, что мы отправляемся на большую гору, остается фактом. Немного съехала. Чуть-чуть, самую малость. Можно по центру позязя.
In the years before the Great War, Big Mountain had been the home to the brightest minds of the 21st century. Scientists of vision were drawn to the facility to tackle the greatest technological challenges of the era. They sought to create a new world, fueled by technology, for the benefit of all mankind. Sonic emitters, space-age alloys, DNA hybridization, force field particle research, autodoc advances in cranial, cardiac, and trauma surgery. The hopes and dreams of a century became realities in the electronic forges of Big Mountain. The nucleus of this research was the Dome, a huge stone facility that held the labs of every science known to man. It was a think tank where no problem could not be solved, where no question could not be answered. The Great War brought a new energy to Big Mountain and its scientists. Although sheltered from the front lines, the scientists waged their own war, fighting their battles at the atomic level. Equations and calculations marched endlessly across chalkboards and computer terminals toward one solution: winning the war. For years, the minds and computers of Big Mountain were a blaze of trajectories, weapon schematics, and nuclear theories. The problems began to outpace the solutions, first geometrically, then exponentially. As the war escalated, so did the questions. On the night of October 23rd, 2077, the scientists received an answer that put all their questions to rest. In the aftermath, Big Mountain's silent experiments went to sleep, their creators slowly dying in the new world that had been left behind. And the great stone in the middle of the Big Empty lay untouched, filled with countless technological wonders. Wonders that, in the end, had been answers to the wrong question.
Вас охватывает странное ощущение. Вы как будто стали тяжелее. Осмотрев себя, вы замечаете тонкие послеоперационные шрамы на голове, груди и спине. Стой, погоди. Давай-ка на родину силовую броньку. У меня плюс вес пошел. А, точно. У нас же, сука, вылет. Пиздец. Так, возвращаемся к нашим баранам. У нас же сейчас импланты стоят. Нельзя отравить. ПУ и сила на единицу возросли. Слушай, 25 к сопротивляю. О, это хорошо. Это добренько. Это радует. Умный дом. Не, умный дом мы тоже будем потом прокачивать. Вот она. Вот она, большая гора. Пуск артиллерии. Меня знаешь, что интересует? X8, вот. Тут, по-моему, китайская стелс-броня у нас. Или просто стелс-броня она называется. Хрен его знает, но достаточно имбовая штука там лежит. Ладно, все. Погнали выяснять, куда же нас занесло. Ну, красиво на самом деле. Тут красиво. Спарилка. Пирусы. Ничего интересного. Личностные файлы повреждены или отсутствуют. Вставьте голографическую запись с резервными данными для восстановления файлов. Это мы потом все сделаем. Верстак? Не, верстак хотя бы нормальный. Верстак хотя бы интеллектом давить не будет. И на том спасибо. Вот она. Вот она. Будем по крупицам ее собирать. Не, тут классно на самом деле. Можно будет сюда потом в теории, кстати, базу перенести. А чё нет? О! Я ж вас предупреждал? Предупреждал? Вас охватывает удивительно миролюбивое настроение. Вы не в состоянии обнажить оружие или напасть на кого-либо. Непонятно почему. Ребят, вот сейчас будут шутки про пиписьки.
I thought I heard the pacification field kick in. All right, shh. Nobody move. I'll handle this. Be warned, intruder. You are in the presence of a mighty think tank of Big Mountain. The collective geniuses of... We... By Oppenheimer, which one of you self-professed geniuses has been adjusting my volume knob? Who was it? Was it you, 8? Oh, Dr. O, was it? Likely story. O couldn't spark 2 neurons if they were in a lattice of biomed gel.
What? Me? Breaking news, Klein. It wasn't me, all right? I'm the robotical engineer. 8 is sound waves. That's his specialty. You always do this. You always demean me in front of guests. And it's not O, all right? It's...
Enough! Either of you do it again, it'll be the last time. Now... Great. Now I forgot what I was saying. What was I talking about?
Как вы все говорите через один голосовой модуль? Ладно, давай пойдем по порядку.
Did it just say something? Anyone catch that? Boros, you work with animals. Translate. It's a lobotomite. Here, in the dome. Oh, as if this situation couldn't get any worse. Now we've got lobotomites. Dalla, get the spray before it excretes all over everything.
Lobotomid?
Dr. Klein, if my hypothesis is correct, this lobotomite is the repository of the brain we sent the signal to, the skin envelope once containing it. If so, it's proof that there may indeed be something beyond the crater. Just look at it. The way it blinks. It's like a big, hairless teddy bear.
I know what it is, Dalla. I want to know why it's down here. With its limbs all over everything. And are those penises I see wriggling on its feet? Disgusting.
I believe those are toes, Dr. Klein. Little teddy bear toes. Penises are much larger than those tiny extremities. Not that I would know.
I don't recall the human penis ever being that large.
It depends on one's own frame of reference, Dr. O. Look at its little nose with its 2 orifices for ingesting oxygen.
Noses? By the great static. These lobotomites confound me with their sheer number of useless extremities.
Поднять палец, показать на себя, указать на них и поднять 5 пальцев. Давай по науке пойдем.
Now it's holding up an array of fully erect hand penises. If it tries to insert them, activate vivisectors.
Dr. Klein, wait. I don't believe those gestures were random. Random at all. It's been following our conversation. The lobotomite understands us.
I agree with Boros's histrionic findings. This little lobotomite is unusually attentive for something whose brain has been extracted.
Nonsense! Lobotomites can't comprehend us.
Ну вот этого я точно не понимаю.
Ace, have you been in the mentats again? If we slow down our oral processor receptors to understand this excretion, we'll all be rendered ignorant.
All of you, power down, shut up, and let me prove once and for all how wrong you all are. As usual. Lobotomite, do you understand me? Can you speak?
Да, полагаю, разбившийся спутник ваш.
Those were words, weren't they? In the form of questions. It's asking me questions. Is this some kind of trick?
Our efforts have turned against us. In playing God, we created a monster.
Perhaps as we were ruthlessly lobotomizing it with our cutters, we filled this skin envelope with awareness. A teddy bear with new stuffing.
Wait. If what you're theorizing is this lobotomite understands us, can reason with us,
Then this may be just the answer we've been looking for. At last, a chance to...
Dr. Klein, a transmission from the Forbidden Zone, coming right at us.
It can only be...
If it isn't my old colleagues, the mighty think tank of Big Mountain. Big fools, all of you. It is I, Dr. Mobius, transmitting from my dome-shaped dome in the Forbidden Zone. A zone that is, yes, forbidden to you. Even now, my deadly robo-scorpions swarm across Big Mountain with their pincers and pointy laser tails. Soon, all science will be mine. Even the technology sealed in the Big Mountain research centers cannot save you. So cower in your think tank. Wait for the end. That's all. Goodbye.
Mobius. Always the same broadcast. He's clearly mad, driven insane by his flawed and imprecise kindergarten-level research methodology.
what are we going to do? There's no way we can breach the Forbidden Zone. There's those robot scorpions everywhere.
The Forbidden Zone, where no brain has ever entered, nor ever returned.
Except Dr. Mobius and the technologies that could save us. They are out of our reach.
And Dr. Mobius mocks us. Did you see his cracked monitor? He's clearly let himself go.
What? Ask the lobotomite for help? I think you need the fluid levels in your logic assist pumps checked.
If this lobotomite responded, Dr. Klein, then it is clearly intelligent, perhaps even displays heretofore unknown levels of helpfulness.
But what of its brain? We scooped that out. We don't even know where we left it. And for putting it back in, none of us have the knowledge.
Yes, but it's still aware and responsive. Look at it. It's regarding us even now, with its big teddy bear eyes. If we ask it politely, and leave the part about the unnecessary, ruthless lobotomizing out, it might be favorably disposed to us.
Вы меня лоботомировали?
We removed your brain, yes. So soft, barely wrinkled, yet so flush with knowledge and experience. Brain extraction technology has been standard practice at Big Mountain for an immeasurable amount of time.
Once the brain was out, then came the coils. The Tesla coils. The coils of Nikola Tesla.
Это мы читали уже.
Yeah, ain't no need to brag. Wherever your brain is, it's transmitting thoughts to you through the
The Tesla coils in its head.
This is fortunate in many respects. If your brain was anywhere in the dome, why, you could access your aggression centers.
Circumventing the pacification field. This is a no-no. We have never been in a fight. We do not want that.
Reminds me of my days in American High. And Richie Marcus.
Это не объясняет лазерный послеоперационный шрам у меня на груди. И на позвоночнике тоже.
Darla, was it necessary this time?
I assume full responsibility. I take my duties in the prodding and excision of living, breathing tissue quite seriously. Although in truth, the autodoc had done most of the work already. Quite industrious, almost cut into all my investigations. Once it had removed the brain and I misplaced it, other organs began to cry for direction, using your nerves as telegraph wires. Rather than let them send their signals, I removed them as well. Shh, little organs. Go to sleep in your tanks. Dala loves you.
First was the heart.
Это мы тоже читали.
Wait, I mean, second was the heart. Brain was first. Third was the spine.
И ента тоже мы знаем.
spine. Totally overrated, that arrangement of vertebrae. Look at me, with my lumbar and thoracic curvature. Never had a use for any of that. Spineless is what I prefer.
А вы извлекли мой мозг, но что значит потеряли его?
To be correct, you should say, the autodoc took out your brain. It did all the heavy lifting. It has never worked so hard before. It was unusual. It worked so hard on your surgery, it destroyed its own memory. How odd. I bet your brain remembers what happened.
That autodoc junk heap was one of Mobius's creations, like the rest of the talking scrap metal in the attic.
After that, the brain lost itself. Not in the metaphysical sense. Might have gotten flushed into one of the pipes. Actually, that's pretty likely.
If so, it was flushed all the way to Mobius. Flush! That is the sound of flushing.
By the Fisher of Rolando, enough of this biological surgery talk. Lobotomite, listen to my voice. It denominates me to ask, but we need your help. In most probable of probabilities, our enemy, Mobius, has your brain. This is not good. He will most likely come after our brains next. We want you to stop him, somehow, with science.
Ты что-то говорил о том, что вам нужны некие технологии, чтобы остановить Мёбиуса, я прав?
Yes. It is our only chance, a desperate plan that came to us after Mobius's first broadcast. Maybe, just maybe, if we reclaim these buried technologies, we can put an end to Mobius and the horrors spawning from the Forbidden Zone.
А в чем конкретно состоит твой план? Ты меня скоро утопишь в общих словах. Мне нужна конкретика.
The plan is very complicated. We are still calculating how it would work if it succeeded. That is our part of the plan.
Я помогу. Что нужно делать?
Excellent. This is turning out much better than the activate the retreat protocols and cower in my room idea I had earlier.
Agreed. Oh, and I've used my robotical knowledge to, transmit the radio map waves to... Settle down, 8. I would have gotten it in a second, all right? 8's transmitted the last known coordinates of the research centers. They, well, move sometimes. Or get buried. Or blow up.
8 is correct. All we need are the schematics. This does not mean we do not want the cold hard technology, however. So do not give in to your biological tired laziness and decide you would sweat too much carrying them. You have a new spine. Use it. And even if you die in the act of reclamation, simply reaching them will auto-transmitify the schematics to us. That is still good. For us.
Что это за технологии?
The technologies are the X2 transmitter antenna array, used to focus coherent thought at excessively high frequencies.
The psychoanalytic, cardiac dampening, sneaky stealth suit. A suit like nothing this world has ever heard, seen, or could ever see.
And 8's sonic sound wave emitter projectile gun, able to broadcast sound at lethal frequencies. It also gives a great biogel massage.
There. We have informed you of all we need. We estimate if you are focused, your time investment will be minimal, by our standards. If you work quickly, you will be the recipient of a gesture of gratitude from us. We do not bestow these old world gestures lightly.
Чем быстрее с этим разберусь, тем лучше. Я тебя понял.
Our intentions exactly. The important thing is you rush quickly through this task so as not to waste our time. Do not get curious, or you will end up like the cat of Schrödinger.
We feared you would be tempted to explore Big Mountain Crater and examine the many amazing non-mandatory research labs that lie off your designated path. The many such optional explorations are discouraged. Work hurriedly as if you have blinders on. And leave curiosities and items of interest alone.
So many sciences and developments. Pass them by. Let impatience and the desire to simply finish, to end it all quickly and carelessly guide you.
Right you are, 8. In our test results, we'll make a note about how quickly you ran our maze. Nobel challenge.
After all, there will be plenty of time afterward to partake of the experiments once our bidding is done.
Не мой стиль. Пожалуй, я пойду поразведаю обстановку.
What illogic is this? Keep your filthy penis-tipped feet out of our labs and secrets.
There are things here no lobotomite was meant to see. Things that would astound and possibly terrify. Terrify!
Yeah, we don't come into your lab and decant your solutions.
Only the magnificence of our monitors allow for true comprehension of the wonders of Big Mountain. Shield your jellied eyes lest they burn from your skull.
Ну, я тогда, пожалуй, пойду.
Ah, that is correct. You must walk upon your many penised feet. Much slower than our advanced hovering robotical frames.
The little teddy bear could always run right into the pylon perimeter on its thick, turgid feet, returning it to us quickly and directly.
Пилоны? Какие пилоны?
The radar fence that surrounds the Big Mountain Crater will protect you from straying beyond the facility.
The mighty radar fence protects us all. Get too close to the blinking posts, and the proximity warning shall be your warning. You are too close.
If you get near it, your vision will blur as the electrodes in your head shut off one by one. Click, click, click.
Possible memory loss will occur, along with long-term nerve degradation. It is tied to not having a brain attached to your nervous system. But the nerve degradation is nothing to worry about. Such degradation would take many lifespans to become evident, and all biology dies. Such tiny inconveniences are less than the greater convenience and conveyance. You see, if rendered unconscious by the pylons, you will be returned to the sink, seemingly instantaneously, by your deadened perceptions.
То есть я просто так не смогу уйти, да?
Oh, Dr. Klein? Dr. Klein? If I may intersect for a moment.
What is it? The lobotomite is asking me things, oh, and I'm trying to ignore them. My processors can't ignore you both at the same time.
Well, you know how we asked it to fetch the sonic emitter thing? Turns out we already have it. What are the odds?
What is this, a high school science fair? Get your act together. You're making us look like a collection of round earthers.
You're always yelling. My receptors can't take it anymore. And neither can my feelings.
I am yelling because you contaminated specimens can't keep your probes off the volume knob on my voice module.
Если пушка и так у вас, я не понимаю, что вам вообще нужно.
It is truly the end of all intelligence when the lobotomite speaks more wisdom than you geniuses. So, if we have the sound wave, sonic projecto thing gun, then what in Heisenberg's name do we need from X8? Anyone?
I believe we need a new frequency embedded into the gun. It was designed to broadcast many sounds once charged. We just don't know the frequency.
And it is lost in X8, just as X8 is forever lost to us. The sadness of my high school days, the sadness of my youth lost.
Oh, really, Boros? All you did in high school was call me Fink Tattletale and all the kids you hated, you little teacher's pet brown hound.
Give the lobotomite the emitter. Does it have an audio effect frequency loaded?
Oh, I don't think so. Wait.
What is he doing?
I think he's sonjaculating into the gun. Getting it warmed up.
Я это трогать не буду.
Ding. Turkey's done.
You give it to the lobotomite. I'm not touching that thing.
Я тоже.
Oh, I don't think so.
I'll do it if you two are going to be ashamed of your own technological needs. Let me give it a little sonic sterilization first. Ooh. All right. All antibacterial fresh. Here, my little teddy bear. I have thoroughly removed all Robco termlink code spew from the device. It is clean, shiny, and ready for your hands.
Это звуковое оружие, похоже, использует энергетические заряды. А что-нибудь, что плевалось бы свинцом, у вас есть?
What did it say? Spit lead? What, like pencils?
Oh, I think it wants a combustion pistol.
A gun? Are you mad? We can't give it a gun. Guns kill. Leave big open holes in you that are like sores, but worse.
Dr. 8 is correct. We already have given the teddy bear a lethal sonic death ray, filled with his sonic ejaculate and sterilized by my soft oohing. Giving the teddy bear a gun would be the equivalent of following a glass of hemlock with an Abraxo chaser. delicious and redundantly deadly.
If you're going to bring the Socratic method into it, fine. Give the Lobato bear a combustion gun. Burroughs, don't you have something like that?
Are you mad? We can't give it a gun. Guns... Wait, I said that already. Yes, I have the Cyberdog gun, with the little floppy metal ears and the curious nose sensor. Here.
Fine. Done. That gun makes me uncomfortable anyway. Always worried it's going to hump my chassis. Anything else, lobotomite?
У этого ствола какой-то очень голодный вид. Мне бы хотелось, чтобы он кушал очень много пуль.
Fine. Boros, more ammo. The good stuff.
Top shelf ammunition. Let's see. Hollow point? That's worthless, but tasty. Oh, and here's some JFP. As if bullets need jackets. The JFP might make it ill and poop a lot, but when you're hungry, you're hungry.
Этого хватит.
Careful where you're pointing that. That device wasn't always a weapon. It was more like a force field kind of thing. Once.
Force fields prevent us from moving, forward or backward.
They are irritating.
The sonic emitter was specially designed to disable our own safety fields here in Big Mountain. When some of us lost our access passes, Dr. O.
That only happened once. And I know you were behind stealth fielding my lab keys, Dalla. You formographer.
Dr. O, you rewind that comment.
Plenty of rewinding already going on in your formography tapes. Surprised that things don't snap out of their cases with repeated observations.
Постойте, то есть оружие, которое вы мне дали, может нейтрализовать силовые поля?
Yes. Maybe. Well, no, not currently.
Yeah, we lost that part of the schematics. Or Boros did. In one of his stupid labs. Or inside one of his stupid pets.
It is lost. All questions lead to this conclusion. The blue fields within Big Mountain shall be fielded with force. Forever.
Можно как-нибудь побыстрее? У меня сроки горят.
Fine, so, yes. Get these things for us. Do not attempt to comprehend their complicated schematics. That is for us to do.
О, я постараюсь ничего не повредить. Обещаю.
Well, good. What are the token words spoken in this case? Thank you? Yes. Thank you.
Wait, is it leaving? But, Dr. Klein, the lobotomite will need rest, recuperation, things like that. I volunteer my chambers, so it might be stared at. My monitor radar slowly scanning its form to collect sensitive data.
No, that would put it too close to us. It could press buttons.
We could give it Mobius his old room. This is where its brain got scooped out anyway. And plus some of its parts are already there. Might be more comforting for it to hang out with its spine and heart. Home is where the heart is, after all. See what I did there? Wet literal.
I suppose. We'll have to move that couch out of there. Been putting that off too long.
H says, let the lobotomite take the Sync Central Intelligence personality chip and reinstall it. That stuffy Mobius program Butler can walk the lobotomite, feed it, barter with it for us.
It would also prevent it from going to Higgs Village and taking up residence there. With my teddy bears. And it would be nice to have it so close.
Your logic, combined with my desire to keep the think tank lobotomite free, has swayed me. Here, I present the Sync Central Intelligence. Lobotomite, take this chip to the sink, plug it in, and make sure the chip is clean, or it could skip. Then make whatever crude biologic demands you need of the sink. It will cater to most of your hormonal whims.
Я могу торговать с искусственным интеллектом умного дома. Тогда мне понадобится что-то, чтобы активировать эту функцию. Не так ли?
I cannot dispute your logic. Do we have objects to activate the chip's exchange routines?
What, like stuff? Things?
Yes, things.
I don't know. Might be some old Nuka-Cola or Sunset Sarsaparilla bottle caps lying around. It's not currency per se. Still might be enough to trick this thing's trade routines. Mobius put that test line for caps in the code as a debug command, I think.
I don't believe that was Mobius's reason. His wild speculation concerning post-Holocaust economic systems was quite extensive and of high decibel.
Enough! Surrender these so-called bottle caps, Nuka and Sunset alike. In their role as things, they will serve as adequate test subjects.
All right, here, cap away. Hope that stupid chip chokes on them.
Это количество четко указывает на недостаточность имеющегося количества крышек.
Again, your logic is unassailable in its simplistic need. Oh?
Fine. It's not going to help. That chip will probably refuse them anyway, as stuck up as it is.
Мне бы очень не хотелось бегать взад-вперед и просить еще. Небольшая прибавка гарантирует, что я вас больше не потревожу.
If I were not as intelligent as I am, I would feel as if perhaps I'm being tricked. Impossible. Oh, more.
Why don't you make the lobotomite a bottle cap factory, Klein? Or better yet, give it a ton of things to activate the chip.
Хочу тонну разных вещей.
No. If those don't work, then you will have to sell it your nose or some of your penises.
Слушай, а по интеллекту скилл-чек у нас пройдет, интересно, или нет?
Rare, I guess. Might be more somewhere, I forget. I mean, such knowledge is encrypted deep in my databanks.
Ладно, магазин бы не повредил. Это даст доступ к магазину, да?
Yes, you may need to wiggle it in a bit, but don't force it. We can't recode them if you break it. There is no more we can do to aid you, and our patience levels are depleted. Now go. Rest in the sink if you must, but leave us to our research.
If you're done, can we move again? My biogel's starting to crampagulate.
Of course! Go man your science stations! Go! I am surrounded by children.
Сколько там киберпёся весит? Еба. Говна какого-то навалили, ей-богу. Ладно, это было забавно. О! Добро. Чего? Подожди. А, все, на ремонта стой, я подумал, типа, столько шик запасить. Чего, кого показалось? Понятно, что блюз старого мира — это охренеть какая огромная отсылка на научную фантастику 50-х годов. Ну, блин. Знаете, что еще? Нам нужно еще вот со всеми вот этими поговорить. А потом еще с умным домом побеседовать. Будет весело, я вас уверяю. Киберпёсю я, наверное, пока что оставлю тут. Ибо перевес. 50 энергооружия, я вас понял. Что я еще могу выкинуть? Давай автоматический винт пока вот тут вот оставим. И что, наверное, ой, господи, я не знаю, что еще... С кого начать? А, начнем с тебя. Но только через 5 минут. И я курить. Ну что, готовы к новой научной базе? Я тоже надеюсь, что готов. Ладно. Знаешь, что мы давай сделаем? Что у меня там по навыкам? Сейчас бахнем науку. Серьезно? Мне 2 пунктов бартера не хватило, чтобы его убедить. Ну ты жопа. Реальная жопа. Короче. Где там? Даже с программиста давай. Давай мента так бахнем.
Breaking news. Talking lobotomite arrives in think tank. Its purpose unknown. Undefinable. Its presence here impossible.
Ты доктор О, правильно?
Oh? Oh, yes. I'm not going to bother correcting you. At least you got the doctor part correct. I can be grateful for that, at least. Stop the presses. Just in from my eye monitors. Is that Robco tech on your arm? It is. What's your agenda bringing that in here?
Ты про мой пип-бой?
How dare you bring Robco tech in here? What are you showing off? How great Robert House and his big company are?
Oh, we can make Securitrons better than any robot those geniuses at Big Mountain can make, and they'll last 1,000 years.
You're lucky I don't have hands to tear that dip boy off your arm, or feet to stomp on its stupid metal guts. Ugh. Damn Robco.
Успокойся, я просто хочу тебя расспросить.
Fine. Ask.
А у тебя есть другое имя?
Yeah, I do. It wasn't always O. I just took that one by default because sometimes it's easier to accept the mistake as long as the purpose works. I don't want to get into it. It's a sore topic with me. Makes my gel ripple.
Ты уверен? Я хорошо умею слушать, честное слово.
Great. Psychology. Clearly the worst of the sciences, right after cholestodiuretics. Okay, so my name is an O. Never was. It was circular, a single character, digit, but not O. But even with enhanced sensors, no one here could get it right. Always kept seeing the letter, not the number.
Если они все время принимают цифру за букву, значит твое имя доктор Ноль?
Yes, thank you. Zero. I am zero. How hard is that? A narrow, thin zero.
Так мне лучше назвать тебя Ноль или...
Zero's my name. I'm proud of it, all right? It doesn't get the recognition it deserves. Truth be told, my emotional attachment to it doesn't even register compared to just having people recognize the difference. It's just that they're both sort of round and hollow, so when they monitor scan them, they assume that, oh, it's O. Vivisect me, please.
Если ты хочешь, чтобы Ноль отличался от О, просто перечеркни его.
What?
Нолик, перечеркни его наискось.
Did I shoot myself with a brainial beam or something? That's brilliant. I mean, I would have come to the same conclusion. Eventually. Oh, who am I deceiving? I never would have figured that out. I can't figure anything out. I'm useless.
Значит, вот кем ты хочешь быть.
Exactly. At least the old name was indisputable. O is more like surprise. Oh, look what I stepped in.
То в говно, то в партию. Ноль очень могущественная вещь. Что не умножь на него, он все сводит к нулю.
Well, of course it does. That's the most lethal of mathematics. That's pretty cool, actually. Destroyer of numbers. I already wreck every robot I study. Why not basic arithmetic? I like your solution. With that kind of slash in the middle, I can set myself apart. If I wanted to. The make a zero in all the think tank. They won't be able to escape it. That diagonal slash right down the middle. Thanks. Talking to you, it really helped unclog some frustration. Talking. What a primitive form of thought kicking.
Ну что, Ноль, какими великими открытиями можешь поделиться?
You know, hearing my name said like that, it really de-reses my screens. As for discoveries, well, of course. Look at this. Just built it. Amazing, isn't it?
Спасибо. Интересная штука. Была когда-то, наверное.
You know what? I'm not even gonna pretend. I broke one of the monitors, and those innards start falling out everywhere. If you could just hold on to that for me until, well, forever, that would be welcome.
Мне нужны еще бесполезные крышки, чтобы оттестировать функции бартера CLM наверху.
I'd have a few left. Yeah, there were a few under the monitors here. Here you go. Keeps the place tidy.
Спасибо. Все, пока. О, хорошо. Давай сделаем вот так. И медицину на 100. Так, 32 левеле. Хорошо. Нет, нет. А чё я в теории могу? Скрытность 60. Восприятие меньше 10, восприятие 6. Стоп, смерть на взлете. После уничтожения кого-то в вас, чтобы восстанавливались очки. По-моему, есть такая обилка. Да хрен с ним. Давай знаешь что? Тренировочку интенсивную бабахнем. И харизму на 10 херанем. Что там у нас по квестам? Там еще что-то, по-моему, появилось. Ну, погнали со... Кстати, стоп, подожди. А я-то думаю, чё у меня интерфейса нет? Я его выключил случайно.
You are an unusual specimen to so boldly walk into the mighty expanse of the think tank, fearless and proud as a teddy bear. Between the extraction of their higher reasoning abilities and urination-inducing fear, most lobotomites dare not approach us, let alone speak to us. Yet you have no such fear. Facing me, epidermis flushed with blood, plasma running molten beneath, your face contorting with muscular expression. Will you indulge me? Say a few words. Face towards the monitors, please, so that I might record it for further examination.
Съешь еще этих мягких довоенных булок, да выпей кофе?
Yes, yes, go on. Seeing your lips and mouth forming the words, both revolting and somehow... How does it feel to have the flesh roll around in your mouth like that? To control each muscle and the tongue, like having a fish or extremely dexterous slug lolling and flopping in one's mouthal cavity.
А, ну стоп, ментатки ж восприятие увеличивают. Значит, по идее, возможно, скилл-чек по восприятию мы сейчас пройдем.
Your primitive eyes deceive you. No, there are no needs contained within my soft gel. Much like the soft gel of your eyes. No, nothing here.
Я испытываю очень странные чувства. Покой вместе с тем тревогу. Не, подожди, разговоров достаточно. А, все, я обосрался, да? Бля, восприятие на 7. Оно, по идее, сейчас сбросилось, да? Нет, восприятие на 8 стоять. Я не могу не заметить твое увлечение человеческим телом. Вот сейчас скилл-чек прошли.
What? Nonsense.
Закрыть глаза, глубоко вдохнуть и со вкусом потянуться. Ща мы ее выведем на чистую воду.
What? What are you doing? Stop it. Why? Why are you making me partake in this filthy formography? Enough. I am already intrigued. You have sufficiently percolated me. I don't know what it is about the biology of lobotomites. It infects my thoughts. All that skin and muscle and tissue.
А зачем ты сопротивляешься? Нет ничего плохого в том, чтобы смотреть на человеческое тело.
Perhaps there is value in what you say. I did so enjoy breathing once, long ago.
Если хочешь, я всегда могу вернуться и просто подышать.
Would you? I feel so ashamed, but yet so intrigued. You'll need to give me a rest in between visits, or else my gel might run over. If you're ready, let me radar scan you. Slowly. Woo. Woo. Purple, purple, woo. Bloop, bloop, bloop. Purple. Ba, ba, bloop. Ba, ba, bloop. Ba, ba, bloop. Whew. Last little bit there. Whew. Thank you, lobotomite. Please, you must come back for further study when I've had a rest. I'm a little sensitive right now.
Пацаны, тащите салфетки. Так, с тобой мы потом поговорим. Ты можешь говорить? Ты понимаешь меня? У тебя неисправен голосовой модуль? Это было да, нет или да нет? Почему-то мне кажется, что ты прекрасно понимаешь меня. Мне нужны ответы. А ты кто? Приятно познакомиться. Вроде ты говоришь что-то важное, по-моему. А ты знаешь что-нибудь о докторе Мёбиусе и запретной зоне? Ладно, ладно, не нервничай, я не хочу тебя злить. А о технологиях можешь рассказать? Ты, кажется, возбужден. Или оживился. Не понять. Расскажи мне про большую дыру. Не надо так возмущаться, уже и спросить нельзя. Постой, постой. Кажется, я начинаю понимать. Ты пользуешься протоколом терминала робко, правильно? Взломаешь столько терминалов робко, сколько я, волей-неволей выучишь их коды. Неплохая игра символов в заголовке файла. Не спорю, если познакомиться с тобой поближе, ты не просто белый шум в банке. Если этот протокол терминалов робко, то значит его можно взломать как терминал. Да. Стоп, там вопрос был, я как утверждение прочитал, ладно, хер с тобой. Мне хватит пары секунд, чтобы грубо поправить твои права и присвоить себе твой голос. Себе свой голос? Ну все, крышей поехал от этого около научного бреда. Ну ладно, все равно мне это нравится, это круто. Ладно, посмотрим, что там у тебя. Подожди, стоять! Стой! Стой, зараза! Ну да. Я как раз-таки выбрал первый вариант. Во втором варианте мы можем не злоупотреблять доступностью кода. Вот это добренько, вот это хорошо на самом деле. Не будем взламывать деда, он прикольный. Нет проблем. Я знаю, каково это быть подопытным. Так, вот это... Все, я это не хочу знать. Или хочу. Ну-ка, что ты там с моим аудиоэмиттером делал? Понимаешь, что, естественно, то не безобразно, но лучше о таких вещах помалкивать, смекаешь? Все. На путь истины, я надеюсь, мы его направили. Ты у нас доктор Клейн, ты у нас доктор Борроуз. Ну, с Клейном потом поговорим, там базированный дед у нас.
What other terrifying terrors will plague us in our quest for knowledge? Communists? Communist animals, perhaps? Be warned. Attempt to propaganda me. I will shriek as a frightened babe, calling loyal cyber dogs to my aid. Do you comprehend, commie animal?
Ты всегда говоришь с таким пафосом?
Drama? There is no drama in science. As I learned in high school, science is an intellectual pursuit devoid of bestial emotions. Unless, of course, you are a communist. Like Betsy Bright, who sat next to me in math, and her smoking Confederate Richie Marcus. As I learned in my high school, American High, AHS, drama is for movies. Things of fiction. Here in the think tank, the only star is science.
А кто ты? Что здесь делаешь?
Before you is the brain of Dr. Boros, head of animology, beastology, and DNA scrambling technology here at Big Mountain. I lay the bones and hearts of animals bare beneath my searing gaze, especially the dogs. I did so love dogs once. Especially Gabe, that rascal. But there are many animals to shape. Industrious cazadors, the happy-go-lucky night stalkers. They are my living, breathing DNA test tubes.
Кассадоры, твоя работа?
Indeed.
Пидорас.
Docile, curious, safe, sterile. They are contained here at Big Mountain to preserve DNA and for observation.
Законсервирован на Большой горе? Эти твари расползлись по всей Мохаве.
No, such creatures are found only here, for research purposes. They would no more be capable of escape than breeding.
Почему ты думаешь, что они не сбежали?
Because Big Mountain safety measures are far more sophisticated than their primitive animal instincts. We are their lords and masters.
Это они стерильные? Они размножаются, да еще как.
I cannot expect a lobotomite to understand the careful surgical castrating procedures used in their creation. Perhaps a demonstration of my castrating power would settle your doubts.
Валяй! Вдруг я в результате стану фертильнее или вообще забеременею? Не-не-не. Слушай... А хотя похер, дед.
Impregnate you? What? Do you want to make me vomit inside my tank? The mere notion makes the edges of my biomed gel crystallize into asymmetrical patterns.
Это тебе за то, что про кассадоров мне не верил. Похоже, ты не очень-то в теме, собственно, предмета исследований, дед.
Nonsense! That is what you speak. Nonsense from beyond. I was at the top of my high school class in American high school. I knew facts. I knew figures. I knew data. We would know if our research was flawed. It is not. We never contradict ourselves. So do not even try.
Когда ты создал кассадоров?
In 2000, let's see, carry the 3, then count backwards from the Great Static, or beyond, there were the tarantula debates, and something about hawks, which made it around 2003, May, Tuesday. It was definitely Tuesday. Why are we even debating this? What you ask is of no importance. Mobius besieges us. There are more important things to worry about than data and facts.
Так, хочу больше узнать о Мёбиусе. Хотя подожди. Это, как я понял, его пёсель, да? Ладно, погнали с этим дедом поговорим.
Did you retrieve the technologies yet? We need them, as I have indicated.
Я почту за честь, если со мной поделятся уникальными знаниями мозгового центра.
Why, yes. We are filled with the knowledge you speak of. If you wish to know more, simply ask the others. They can help you.
Похоже, ты тут главный. Кто ты?
I am Dr. Klein, Chief Head Researcher of Logistical Operations and Ideology here at Big Mountain. I am surprised you have not heard of me. I am first in my field, first chair, as it were, back in the days of chairs.
А кто такой Мёбиус?
Dr. Mobius was not the horrifying creature you saw upon the screen, twisted by science. He was once one of us, a friend. He researched in directions contrary to the think tank. Brains, 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 always about the brains. So we exiled him. He says he left of his own volition, but that was to save him the embarrassment. Now he sends his intelligence-consuming scorpions from the Forbidden Zone to plunder the secrets of Big Mountain. He is a menace.
Механические робоскорпионы пожирают интеллект? Ты уверен, что твои результаты валидны?
Dr. O is certain of his findings, and no one else in the think tank is willing to test the results. Loss of brainial power. Terrifying. O has said on many occasions his inability to comprehend Mobius's robo-schematics is because of repeated robo-scorpion stings.
А почему я чувствую себя так подавленно?
It's a side effect of the cerebral scrubbing. It won't stop you from excreting, or asking questions, apparently. I have to correct that next time. Hormonal aggressive tendencies are actively suppressed, however. They are a no-no and not permitted in the think tank. The scrubbing also ensures your silence to keep Big Mountain safe. This facility is top secret, and you cannot speak of it to anyone outside of Big Mountain. Should have done it with the last batch, and the anti-aggression scrub.
У меня есть еще вопросы. Все. Пока. Душнило. Так, ладно. Вот ентое барахло тогда мы забираем. И пойдем по тихой грусти в умный дом. Давай, давай. По метру в секунду. Я знаете, что, наверное, сделаю? Робопса выложу. Не, в умном доме скину. Типа здесь можно было это в ящике соскладировать. А, они же мне еще всяким говном насрали. У меня же всякие изоленты, молотки и прочая бубуинистика лежит. Полтинник патронов выложу для крупнокалиберного винта. Автоматический винт оставлю, пса минус. Ну, короче, сейчас разберемся. Должны же быть тут какие-нибудь шкафчики. Ядерку брать не буду. А, ну вот. Ремящик. Чё нет? Смотри тогда, что делаем. Я вот это говнище не выкинул. Ни хрена себе. Воу. У меня еще и колыбельная, оказывается, с собой. Хрена себе. Рубаху давай. Полтинник. Думаю, мне пока что хватит. Все энергетические батареи нахрен. Вот это мне не надо. Слушай, а патронов неплохо, кстати, он мне насрал. Это добренько. Все, я разгрузился, я доволен, и это хорошо.
Salutations and felicitations, sir, and a most jocund welcome to the sink. I am your electronic valet and household central processor. May I be of service, sir?
Ты какая-то разновидность ИИ?
Regrettably not, sir. All modules in this habitat are synthetic personalities atop a mundane operating system. There is no intelligence here, sir.
То есть здесь есть и другие личностные модули?
Indeed, sir. Though if sir's aim is to activate them, I lament to inform, sir, that most have been offline for some years. If sir were to ask my opinion, I should venture that sir is better off without them. However, if sir is determined to inflict upon sir's self their dubious services, sir might locate backup personality disks elsewhere in the facility.
А почему?
The other modules are rather erratic, sir. Their personality matrices are built on flawed logic and have not weathered the years well, sir.
Значит, я могу получить доступ к их функциям, не загружая голозаписи личностей?
Tragically, the core operating systems are also located on the personality tapes, sir. Once the tape is installed, sir may request I switch their dialectic interfaces off, and I shall oblige with great delectation. However, sir will still be required to locate and install a backup holotape to access their functionality.
А почему здесь столько личностных модулей?
As I am given to understand, sir, this facility was once the property of a Dr. Mobius. He crafted the personality modules as part of a collection of experiments on the subject of machine-human interface. As to the reason for the unusual choices of devices to receive the modules, I cannot say.
А о другом спросить можно? Какие услуги ты оказываешь?
In addition to managing the personality matrices of the other household utilities, I can provide
добро.
sir with direct access to the commissary. Any goods sir might require may be purchased through my shopkeep interface, whence tiny robots shall deliver them forthwith to this very domicile.
Так, а что купить хочу? Ой, купить хочу, могу. И сколько там боеприпасов? Хрен его знает. Так, это меня не интересует. Меня интересует другой касатик. Подожди. Где этот мелкий звездюк? Тостер, кнопка. В торгомате пусто. Здесь можно эмиттера частоту менять. Вот он, где, типа, вы посмотрите. Отдыхает. Робот отдыхает. Хей. Не, мы обязательно все вот эти звуковые файлы найдем. Стоп, мне еще и квестмаркер, что? Ядреть, слушай, так... Оно мне еще и квестмаркеры на это дало. Не, этим мы уже с вами в следующей серии заниматься будем. Вот такая вот у нас больше болтологическая, базированная, дедовская серия получилась. Я, знаете что? Честно, я не знаю даже, что сказать. Кроме как, всем огромное спасибо за просмотр. До новых встреч. Пока-пока. И помните, ни слова про пенсилы.